Timor-Leste, a name that rarely makes global headlines, yet holds a unique place in Southeast Asia. This small, often overlooked nation occupies the eastern half of the island of Timor, nestled between Indonesia and Australia. For many outsiders, Timor-Leste remains a mystery, its story often reduced to headlines about struggle, poverty, and hardship. These images and stories lead to loaded questions. Is it a place of chaos? Is it lawless? Or, as some might provocatively ask, is it even sinful? The word sinful carries a heavy weight, suggesting a place that's lost its moral compass or sense of direction. But is that a fair assessment? Or is it just a label born from misunderstanding and distance? It's easy to judge from afar, to let stereotypes shape our perceptions, but reality is always more complex and nuanced. To truly answer these questions, we need to look closer, beyond the headlines, beyond the surface, and beyond the stereotypes. We'll explore Timor-Leste's daily life, its vibrant culture, deep-rooted faith, and rich, often turbulent history. Is this country truly defined by vice, or is there a deeper, more powerful story of resilience, hope, and community? Let's peel back the layers and discover what life is really like here, far from the labels and assumptions. The term sinful is often used to provoke, but applying it to an entire country is a sweeping and unfair judgment. It implies a collective moral failing, a serious accusation that deserves careful consideration. Before we judge, we must listen to the people, hear their stories, and see their world through their own eyes. Only then can we begin to understand the real Timor-Leste, with all its challenges and triumphs. So, let's start this journey together with open minds and curiosity. Let's find out what's truly beneath the label and discover the heart of Timor-Leste. What does it mean for a place to be sinful? The word comes from religion, describing acts against divine law. But what's considered a sin varies wildly between cultures and individuals. When we call a country sinful, we're imposing our own moral code, often unfairly. The label gets tangled with ideas of crime, poverty, or even just a lively nightlife. Take Las Vegas, branded Sin City for its casinos and entertainment. But does that define everyone who lives there? Of course not. Labels like these are shortcuts, oversimplifying complex realities. When we ask if Timor-Leste is sinful, we need to clarify, are we talking about religion, crime, or just different social norms? Without a clear definition, the question is meaningless. To find the truth, we must move past stereotypes and look at real life. Let's focus on facts, not vague judgments. Only then can we understand what's really going on. Most people know little about Timor-Leste beyond its troubled past. For many, the name conjures images of conflict and hardship, stories of struggle that once dominated international headlines. But there's much more to this young nation than its history of adversity. Today, Timor-Leste is a place of hope, transformation, and remarkable resilience. Did you know it's one of only 2 predominantly Christian countries in Southeast Asia? This unique identity sets it apart in the region. About 97% of Timorese are Catholic, and churches are at the heart of every community, serving as gathering places for worship and support. Faith shapes national identity, holidays, and family values. Religious festivals bring people together, blending ancient customs with modern celebrations. Timor-Leste also has 2 official languages, Terem and Portuguese, plus over 30 local languages, a sign of rich cultural diversity. This linguistic tapestry reflects centuries of history and the blending of many influences. It's one of the world's youngest countries, gaining independence in 2002 after years of struggle. The sense of national pride is palpable during Independence Day celebrations. An entire generation has grown up in freedom, building new institutions, and a sense of optimism. Young people are shaping the future, eager to learn and contribute. Coffee is a national treasure. Timor-Leste produces some of the world's best organic beans, grown in the mountains and exported globally. The coffee industry connects rural communities to the wider world. Coffee farming is both a tradition and a livelihood for thousands of families, passed down through generations and celebrated in local markets. This isn't a broken society. It's a complex, vibrant one, alive with music, colour, and the energy of daily life. People switch between languages, celebrate their faith, and work hard to build their future. Community ties remain strong, and cooperation is a way of life. The story of Timor-Leste is one of resilience, not ruin. Every street and landmark tells a tale of survival and hope. Its culture and traditions run deep, defying simple labels. Art, dance, and crafts are woven into the fabric of daily life, keeping heritage alive. There's far more here than meets the eye. Let's keep looking closer and discover the spirit and stories that make Timor-Leste truly unique. What's daily life like in Timor-Leste? It's a question with many answers, woven from the routines, hopes, and traditions of its people. For many, the day begins before the first light, tied closely to the rhythm of the sun and the land. The air is cool and quiet, and the world feels full of possibility. Most people here are subsistence farmers, working tirelessly in rice paddies or on coffee plantations. Their labour is not just about survival, it's about providing for their families and honouring the land that sustains them. The work is tough, often under the hot sun, but it's done with a sense of purpose and deep pride. Each day's effort is a testament to resilience and hope for a better future. Family is at the heart of Timorese life, stretching beyond parents and children to include grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and even close friends who are considered family. The family unit is the foundation of society, a social safety net where everyone shares responsibilities and supports one another, especially in times of need. Elders are deeply respected, their wisdom guiding important decisions. Choices are made together, reflecting a culture of consensus and mutual respect. This strong sense of community extends beyond the family, with neighbours helping each other and coming together to face challenges. It's this unity that helps people endure hardship and creates a powerful sense of belonging. Food is simple but nourishing: rice, vegetables, beans, and when possible, fish or meat. Meals are prepared with care, using recipes passed down through generations. Dishes like ikan sebuco, grilled Spanish mackerel marinated with tamarind and chili, are more than just food. They're a way to bring people together, to share stories and laughter. Meals are always shared, and celebrations are marked by generous feasts, where everyone is welcome at the table. Preparing and eating food is a communal activity, with women and men working side by side, strengthening bonds and passing on traditions to the next generation. National holidays and religious festivals, like Independence Day and Christmas, are celebrated with pride, joy, and a sense of unity that brings entire communities together. These events are filled with music, dancing, and colourful traditions, where people wear their finest clothes and express their cultural identity with pride. Celebrations break up the routine of hard work, offering moments of joy and togetherness that reinforce identity, faith, and hope for the future. Life here is about connection. Through work, food, and family, every day is an opportunity to strengthen the ties that bind. The daily routine is demanding, but it's filled with meaning, dignity, and a quiet sense of accomplishment. Community and tradition are at the heart of it all, with elders teaching the young and ensuring that customs and values endure. Even in hardship, there's joy, laughter, and a remarkable resilience that shines through in everyday moments. This is the real fabric of Timorese life, a tapestry of hard work, shared meals, and deep-rooted connections. It's a story of togetherness, not chaos, and it's a way of life that's truly worth celebrating. To understand Timor-Leste, you must know its history, a story of resilience through suffering. For over 400 years, it was a Portuguese colony, shaping its language, religion, and identity. In 1975, Timor-Leste declared independence, but Indonesia invaded just 9 days later. The brutal 24-year occupation cost countless lives and left deep scars. The Timorese resisted fiercely, fighting for self-determination. This struggle defines the nation's modern identity, a story of courage and sacrifice. The memory of this fight is everywhere in stories, memorials, and the national psyche. Independence brought unity and pride, but also huge challenges. The occupation left infrastructure in ruins and the economy shattered. Rebuilding has been slow, but steady. The country's problems are not moral failings. They're the legacy of a painful history. Understanding this context is crucial. It reveals a nation shaped by endurance, not vice. Religion is central to life in Timor-Leste. Almost everyone is Catholic. The church was a pillar of hope during occupation, offering sanctuary and speaking out for the people. Catholic faith is deeply tied to national identity and resistance. It shapes values: forgiveness, compassion, respect for elders, and care for the vulnerable. These ideals form the foundation of society, guiding daily life. Churches are the heart of every community, and religious holidays are major events. Faith here isn't just public display, it's genuine and lived. But Catholicism blends with older animist beliefs, creating a unique spiritual culture. Many families attend Mass and also honour ancestors through traditional ceremonies. This syncretism shows a culture that adapts and integrates, not one lost in chaos. The moral core here is strong and resilient. It's the opposite of the sinful stereotype. Timor-Leste is often misunderstood as dangerous or hopelessly poor. These stereotypes come from its history of conflict. But today, it's largely peaceful with low crime rates. Visitors are struck by the friendliness and safety. Yes, poverty is real, but so is progress. New roads, schools, and a generation of young leaders. The people are not passive victims. They're actively building their nation. Culturally, Timor-Leste is vibrant, rich in oral storytelling, music, and the art of tie weaving. These traditions are a source of pride, passed down through generations. The idea of a sinful or lawless society is the most damaging myth of all. In reality, strong family ties, deep faith, and community values hold society together. People look out for each other, creating powerful social cohesion. To call this society sinful is to miss its true strength. The real story is one of resilience and unity. Stereotypes only obscure the heart of Timor-Leste. Timor-Leste is not just about history and culture. It's a land of breathtaking natural beauty. Rugged mountains, lush valleys, and pristine beaches define the landscape. With little mass tourism, much of this beauty remains untouched, a hidden gem. The surrounding waters are part of the Coral Triangle, home to the world's richest marine biodiversity. Pristine coral reefs make it a top destination for diving and snorkeling. On land, hiking Mount Remelau or exploring hidden waterfalls offers adventure and stunning views. Nature is central to national identity and a source of pride. Sustainable tourism could boost the economy, but must be managed carefully to protect these treasures. Timor-Leste has the chance to build a responsible, community-focused tourism industry. Its natural wonders are a bright hope for the future. The landscape is as much a part of the country's story as its people. It's a place waiting to be discovered. So, is Timor-Leste the world's most sinful country? Absolutely not. The label is not just wrong, it's the opposite of reality. Timor-Leste is defined by resilience, not vice. Its people have survived colonialism, occupation, and hardship, emerging with spirit and hope. They're building a new nation, guided by family, community, and faith. Compassion, respect, and forgiveness are the true moral fabric here. The question of sin says more about our own prejudices than about Timor-Leste. Stereotypes blind us to the country's beauty, faith, and warmth. Timor-Leste is young, hopeful, and deserves to be understood on its own terms. It's a place of surprising strength and kindness. The only real sin is to judge it through ignorance. Let's see Timor-Leste for what it truly is, a nation of resilience. And let's celebrate that.